Hey, Mark. Jamie.
Hello,
How's it
Jamie.
going?
Yeah, doing good. Hello.
Hi.
Hello. And then you are Madame Jamie.
I am.
There we go. And Mr. Jamie.
Perfect. Thank you.
Alrighty. Let's see where you guys are going. To the boathouse.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
All
We're
right.
catching like a tiki bar thing.
Tiki tour, a boat
Tiki
cruise.
Oh, the sunset cruise?
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Yeah. We've
So-
never been, but
Yeah, we're
heard
down
good
from
things.
Canada, so staying at the Lindsay's parents' place. So we figured we would have a
Nice.
fun night.
Yep. Well, that is. It looks like beautiful. That's gonna be a beautiful sunset.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. So, do I have your permission to record our ride for my YouTube channel? I have a YouTube channel.
Sure.
Okay.
Fire
That's
away.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
problem
yeah.
to be on YouTube. Okay. Let me give you my card. And in case you change your mind, just let me know. I'll take
Yeah,
it
yeah.
down.
Okay,
No problem.
cool. Thanks.
Yep.
Very fun.
So that's interesting though, but what I was saying, like, look at the clouds. There's just like these sporadic clouds here and there, and that
Yeah.
gives the most beautiful sunsets.
Yeah.
That must be gonna be awesome. And then you guys are gonna see it on a boat,
Yeah.
Yeah.
with a
We're
bar on the
excited.
boat.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it was
yeah.
like yeah,
It's a BYOB. So,
So
we've
yeah,
got our bag packed.
yeah.
Nice.
Funny, it reminds me in Canada there's like a there's a show called Cash Cab
Oh yeah.
where they have like trivia and
Uh-huh.
then depending on how many questions you get right, then you get
Right.
money. And I was always hoping to get picked up.
I
by the-
know. As
Oh,
soon as
really?
you
By
said
the cash
that, I
cab.
was like, are we on cash cab?
And now here you are. I have questions for you, and I have like let me see, $6. What's your name?
Yeah. No, it was always
And then he would say Jamie, and then I would say, yeah, that is a correct answer.
yeah, one of the $6.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
No, but that is a funny show though, and I've seen it online also.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
And that
It's
guy
gonna-
is
it's
just
pretty
hilarious.
popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was. Did you know that the Cash Cab guy? He was actually originally a stand-up comedian.
What was it? Yeah, I'm
Oh,
trying to
was
think
he?
who he was.
Before he
Yeah.
did Cash Cab, he was a
Oh,
stand-up
okay.
comedian, so he was
Yeah.
really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was funny. I mean,
And I'm actually a serious kind of guy with serious questions.
Yeah.
And so my channel is not really very popular, but you know, I'm just doing it for fun. It's a pet
Yeah.
project.
No, that's good.
oh, that's fun.
Yeah, it's not making me any money. It's not gonna make you guys famous.
Oh, you never know. Maybe we're
Not
secretly
yet.
famous. No.
But exactly, you never know. I agree. So you,
You
guys
just need
from?
one celebrity on your
Yeah.
as a rider. And
Yeah.
then,
Are you guys celebrities?
I wish.
No, I don't wish. You want to be a
You don't
celebrity?
yet?
No way.
Oops, they have an argument in the car.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
No, you would not want to be a celebrity.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
No way.
I guess not. I don't know.
I would want it for the perks, like
It'd be fun to be like a quiet
get free
celebrity.
stuff. But
Depends on what kind of celebrity it is, right? If everybody recognizes you on the streets, that it's maybe a little hard to live with.
Mm.
I'd like a talent that you're really good at something.
Right.
And
You're
known
famous
for it.
within your
Yeah.
niche.
But I
Yeah.
wouldn't want to be famous.
But like if you're a famous violinist or something, or
Yeah.
a famous, nobody's gonna recognize you on the streets because,
Yeah.
you know,
And violinists are pretty aggressive, so you know.
oh they are. All right, Jamie, you're playing violin too.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
But so I understand that. And what's your name?
My name's Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Okay, so your parents live here,
Yeah.
and you guys are visiting from Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then where in Canada from?
From Toronto area.
Oh, okay. The big.
Yeah.
Is that the capital?
Capital
Canada?
Ontario. It's like
Yeah.
a state capital.
It's a
but
state capital.
Country is
Oh,
Ottawa.
right.
So
Province capital.
Yeah. Well,
So, Ontario
yeah.
is no. Say that again.
No, so Ontario's like our like Ontario's we call it a province. You call it a state.
Oh yeah,
So,
you got a province.
Yeah.
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 And then Toronto is
It's the capital of
Is that French or is that English?
It's English. The big capital that's French is Montreal, or I guess Quebec. Quebec City and Montreal are the two big
Well,
two
just
big French.
The province of Quebec is
Yeah.
French.
Oh, the province of Quebec is French,
Yeah.
Predominantly.
and then the rest is English.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
yes,
here,
I
like,
mean-
New Brunswick is a little bit French, and Manitoba, I guess, a little bit.
yeah.
We all though have like bilingual requirements. Like every cereal box you'll ever buy is front is English.
It's
back is
English and French.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to learn French in school, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you grow up English and the other way around.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
grow up
Yeah.
French, you have to learn English.
Yeah, because I saw in you speak multiple languages. I think
I speak
saw in
Spanish.
your- Spanish, gotcha.
And then, I lived in Mexico for 10 years
Oh, very cool.
Oh.
for my
okay,
work.
cool.
And then I was born in the Netherlands, so I speak Dutch.
Oh, cool.
And here we are speaking English with each
Yeah.
other. But so how actually come that Canada is multilingual? So the French,
French settled first.
they settled first,
Yeah.
and then he came to English, I
And
suppose.
then, yeah, English showed up and said, and then it was Upper Canada and Lower Canada, and Upper Canada, like we think of it as like West, was predominantly English, and Lower Canada was French.
So actually the English were not able to kick the French out.
It was like, it's funny, I'm like trying to think. They did take them over, like colonially. The French were ousted during kind of Napoleon, like
Uh-huh.
Napoleonic times. He didn't have his hand on the ball when the
Uh-huh.
Brits kind of took it. And then, then it was pretty much British from then on. But it was just culturally, it's so French. They can't.
They couldn't root out the culture.
Yeah, basically they had to keep it bilingual to keep the
To keep the people
prevent revolt,
peace.
just because it was so
Sure.
predominantly French. So
Because usually you see that one party wins and then kicks out the other party, and then
Yeah.
that's it, and then it's a
Yeah.
new, right? But in this case, yeah, it's interesting that Canada is multilingual.
yeah,
Well, basically, it's the United States. The languages here are Spanish and English, and
Yeah.
I would argue that Spanish is often the number one language, but that's more like on the east coast of
Yeah.
Florida,
yeah,
and then here it's predominantly English.
yeah. But I guess it's
But,
more formal, like into the requirements. Like Lindsay worked in, like, well, just in any consumer packaged goods. Like it's like a requirement. You have to get it reviewed.
Well, even like our stop signs, our street signs, like
Everything is in English.
no, it's bilingual.
Oh, it's a bit bilingual.
Yeah.
Bot, stop, and arre.
Yeah.
Arret.
Yeah.
Arre.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, really? Oh, I gotta visit
Actually,
Canada. I gotta
our
see that
stop
one day.
signs
It depends
right?
where they are.
Growing up
Yeah.
where
okay.
I
It's
was,
Closer
we
to the
had
border.
them.
Yeah.
I went to school in Montreal, so sometimes
Yeah.
I mix it up. But
Funny place, the least bilingual place is when you're in Quebec, the province of Quebec, because
Uh-huh.
they have a unilingual thing where
it's
generally
just
it's
French.
only French.
Oh, really?
So it's just arret. There's no,
The French gotta be proud.
yeah.
Actually,
You see
now
that
I
in
think
France,
about it,
like
their
if you go
stop
to
signs have
France,
stop.
hmm
and you don't speak French, they will like not attend to you, basically.
Yeah.
But if you try to speak French or you do speak French, you're their big friend, right?
Yeah.
And that's in France.
It's
But-
funny though, because if you speak Quebecois French in
Uh-huh.
France,
Uh-huh.
it's like a different language.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
I mean, it's still the
It's like
same,
a
but
dialect.
you don't say we, you say way, and then like
Ouais?
they don't like that.
Yeah. They
Oh,
don't.
that is, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I don't speak French, so I can't really compare. But knowing people from Montreal that have said that they've gone over to France and have
Uh-huh.
tried to speak French there, the French people in France look at them like they're speaking a totally different language.
That's
That's
funny.
what
though.
I've heard at least.
Yeah.
Huh. And there was another question that I had about Canada that I don't remember.
How long have you been here? You're from
I've been
the
here 3
Netherlands.
years.
Oh, okay, so not that long.
No, driving for over 2, and doing the camera thing now like for 4 months or so.
Oh, very cool.
So it's just a pet project, you know,
Yeah.
just having fun with it.
That's cool.
See how people react, and
Yeah.
you know, as an Uber driver, you meet a lot of nice people,
Yeah.
an occasional less nice,
Yeah.
and that's part of the job, you know.
Yeah. Well,
And
yeah. I remember, like, in my 20s thinking at the time, like, it would be a gold mine, but a privacy nightmare to basically just broadcast a show of just drunk people in cabs at like 2 in the morning.
Oh.
Just like, not necessarily
so
in their
true.
interactions with the driver, but just whatever they're talking about. I'm like, I could only imagine what's said.
All of them agree to be on YouTube until the next morning when they wake up with a headache.
Yeah.
And you gotta give people your card.
Yeah.
Right? You cannot just say, okay, you're gonna be on YouTube, but I'm not gonna tell you about the channel.
Yeah.
No, you gotta be open and honest about it. So, but I've had a lot of drunk people in the car, and they all want to be on YouTube. But then I look at the footage and I go, yeah, it's funny, but I cannot publish that because the next day they're going to call me and please take that off.
Take it down.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, who wants to be
really
with a
funny.
drunk head on YouTube? Nobody wants to do that.
Yeah.
But it's definitely funny, and it would give me a lot of viewers, I'm sure. A lot of subscriptions, if you could pull it off somehow.
Yeah.
So the idea is great, but not executable.
Yeah.
Basically. You got any more ideas how I can improve my channel?
No, I think it's like, it's funny because so much is now around kind of casual conversation. I think you're a pretty engaging guy, so I think you're...
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I think I still have a lot to learn. I'm definitely not a stand-up comedian. You know, I mean, if you're really funny, then
have the Dutch been historically known for stand-up comedians, or are they?
Oh, there's a couple of very funny ones. I would not know their names, but I remember in the past. Although what I tend to watch, like stand-up comedians, like one-man shows, I would call them.
Yep.
It's like when they play music and they have a philosophical view on life. You know, it can be still about like a lot of fun times and laughs, but also about serious like moments in life and stuff.
Yeah.
And I love those one-man shows.
Yeah.
But when it's also serious.
Yeah.
Right. I like that better. And I'm a serious guy myself, so I guess that's why. So can I ask, what do you guys do as jobs?
I work in marketing at a toy company.
Marketing of a toy company?
Yeah.
You're selling toys?
Well, marketing them, yeah.
You're doing marketing of it, yeah. And so how does the marketing nowadays go? That's all like social media, I suppose, and...
Yeah, a lot of social media. It's definitely changing, that's for sure. But I work on action brands, so like the Star Wars toys, Marvel toys, G.I. Joe, that kind of stuff. So a lot of it's entertainment driven. So movies and stuff like that we have product for. So it's fun.
So then you go to conferences and you go to like, I don't know, how do you sell toys?
Well, I don't really work in the sales area, so I'm not necessarily the one selling it to the customers, but
I guess your customers more like Toys R Us.
Like we would sell to the retailers who then sell to the end consumer. My job's trying to get the end consumer to want to buy those products. So
you're all about like commercials on TV. So are you also involved in commercial production?
Not so much the production part of it, no, but the like trafficking it. So I would work with people from our media team to place it. Actually, I don't even really get involved that much in that anymore, but I work with people to put it on, decide which stuff goes on TV and which commercials we want to run, that kind of thing.
And then you have a team of people, I suppose.
Yeah. There's people that actually, so the company I work for is a global company, so I'm part of the Canadian regional team, so I don't even get involved in deciding which items get commercials. It would be like our global team kind of chooses the big items that we want to go after and develop commercials for, and then I would decide if in Canada we're going to run those commercials.
Yeah, but because I can imagine that if they make global commercials, that does not work in every country the same way.
Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, most of the time we're aligned, but sometimes, like in Canada, the exchange rate's a lot higher, so sometimes commercials get developed for items that are just too expensive in our market, so we don't end up running them.
Sure.
So that stuff like that's kind of the variance, but yeah, for the most part, we're all pretty aligned on which products we're supporting and running, but yeah, that's kind of
nice
what I work on.
Nice. And you, Jamie?
Yeah, just like IT consulting stuff. Microsoft.
IT consulting?
Yeah, just like Microsoft technologies that they sell to other people. So.
Okay, so but you work for Microsoft or
no?
You're like independent?
So I work for like a company that. It's a professional services company that does consulting services. So someone would have purchased licenses or is looking to solve a problem, and then it's kind of my organization's job to kind of work with Microsoft or with Google and Amazon and such to kind of figure out, hey, how do you meet, or even like Salesforce, like a whole number of different types of technologies to kind of meet what someone wants to do.
So are you specialist in all those different?
No,
like Microsoft, Google, Salesforce.
Anyone who says that they're a specialist in all those is lying.
That's impossible, right?
You can have like maybe a primary and a secondary, but I mean, some people can kind of understand like the level 100 view of each to kind of understand. Yeah, this is where you slot this in.
Sure.
But it's just as much about like my space is the Microsoft space, like their application stuff. So it's interesting work. It's like it's project based, so it's always you meet new people, you deal with different problems and changes.
Is it international or is it Canada based?
It's international. Yeah. So it's clients in Canada, US, now even I think Ireland, Japan, Australia, those different places, but so far myself personally just Canada, US. So.
And do you travel for your job or not?
Used to, but luckily,
used to a lot.
Luckily, not as much anymore. So.
Luckily, you say so.
Oh, it's
you've done that, seen that.
We have two little kids now.
Oh,
it was fine when we were just the two of us.
All right.
Now,
so
you used to travel like 3 weeks out of the month.
Yeah, you kind of be gone Monday to fly down.
3 weeks out of the month?
Yeah, like
that's
you were gone Monday to Thursday for like 3 or 4 weeks, pretty much.
Yeah, you kind of fly down Monday, come back Thursday, and then.
This was like 8 years ago, 7 years, a long time ago.
Yeah, okay. But now that you have kids, I can imagine that it's nicer to be home.
Yeah.
And daddy comes home after a day's work, and it's nicer for the mom as well.
For sure.
Have somebody helping out.
I do more traveling.
Split the load. Yeah, you do more than me now.
So can I ask, how did you guys meet?
We met through friends back in university.
Basically, like a
Somebody I went to high school with.
Yeah. So was it at a party? Or
must have been through parties.
Well, we met while we were still dating other people. Not like a.
We were kind of part of the same friend group for a while when we were in university,
and then just kind of naturally separated from those couples, and then.
So you guys knew each other, but were not in love with each other at first.
Yeah.
You had other relationships.
Yeah, we had to get rid of that.
Actually, I told this story recently, and it's kind of a funny story. So
this is YouTube,
maybe
right?
This will be good for your
just
YouTube
reminding
channel.
you. Yeah, okay, great.
Keep it exciting.
Go for it.
Yeah.
The night this is funny. I'm telling this story, but
to the world.
So Jamie came to my birthday party one night. We were like, I don't know, early mid-20s.
Yeah.
And just as a friend. And I was kind of seeing a guy who I found out that night was still dating his old girlfriend.
Okay.
And I didn't know that.
But you
So
found
I got
out.
mad, and then I said to my friends, I just want a nice guy. And then I grabbed Jamie.
I never
You knew
did
that story. Yes, you did. And
Did
then
I?
you were trying to get the number of the girl at the bar.
Yeah.
And then I pulled you away, and he was trying to get a number from
Oh,
a
he
girl.
was.
And I think you did get her number. But then I grabbed you,
Yeah.
and you were like, why is Lindsay
That is
doing this?
that is where it happened. But
Yeah,
then
that's why it
Lynn,
happened, because I was just so mad at this other guy, and then I said, I just want a nice guy, and Jamie was the nicest guy I knew, so I
Yeah.
grabbed him. And then that's how we...
literally you
that's
grabbed
what
him like.
happened.
Yeah, physically dragged me on.
I had a lot of drinks at that
Yeah.
point. I don't know if
Lindsay,
I didn't have
Lindsay,
all those drinks.
Lindsay doesn't
I would
live
have
her
done
life
that.
as aggressively anymore.
Yeah, I'm not normally that, like... No, I was
That's so
I was
funny.
mad, and I had a lot of drinks in me, and I had my eyes on Jamie.
And
so that's what happened.
I was the benefactor.
That's how we
And you would have been
got together.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful story.
You've heard that story before.
I don't think I.
He was
knew.
there,
Yes,
so
you definitely.
I
knew
think
that
I knew you
story.
wanted a nice guy, but I didn't realize that the dude.
Yeah,
That's-
because I found he was gonna come to the party, and then he said he couldn't. And then I saw on Facebook he checked in somewhere with his what I thought was old girlfriend. But then I realized it must not be his old girlfriend. He must still be two-timing us. Two-timing
Wow.
me. Anyway, that's the story.
Well, his loss, my gain.
There you go.
You might
And
have
then-
married him.
That was like 11 years ago now.
And that was 11 years ago. And then
Yeah.
how long did it take for you to propose?
5
Or-
years.
Yeah, 20. So that was
We've
2012.
now been
Yeah,
married
pro-
6
proposed.
years this weekend.
Yeah. So I proposed 2016. So 4 years. 4 years
Into
dating.
the relationship?
But yeah, we moved
4 and
in.
a half,
yeah, we
yeah.
moved in together after
We got married about 5 years after
2
we started
years.
dating.
Oh, that's so classic.
Yeah.
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 You guys did not start living together before you got married.
Oh no, we
Oh,
did.
you did,
We
we
did.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were-
Oh, okay.
That was when he
Oh,
was
man.
traveling a bunch. We lived
All right.
together. We moved in together maybe 3 years after we were dating.
Okay.
Got engaged a year and a half after that, and then got
Yeah.
married a year and a half after that.
Yeah.
Then had kids a year and a half after
After that?
Yeah.
Jeez, what
And now
is...
Yeah.
we've got a 1 and a 3-year-old, almost a 2 and almost a 4-year-old.
Yeah.
So this is our weekend, week away. Not
Yeah.
even week. We're only gone Tuesday to Friday.
Yeah, we left enough food for them, right?
So is number 3 gonna come or?
No, number
No.
3 is
Well,
never
you,
happening.
No.
you never know.
You never.
Well, it depends.
Never say never.
I get snipped in a few weeks, so
Yeah, we're pretty
I'll
sure.
have the doctor to talk to.
There'll be issues if
Yeah.
number 3 comes.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna make sure,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So, yeah, 3's a handful. We got 3.
Oh, okay.
yeah?
Congratulations.
And,
yeah.
That I find
Thanks.
3 must be so, because then you're outnumbered. So that's why I can't imagine.
That's a good one.
3.
I like that.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
1, I thought when we just had 1, I actually wanted 3. And then when we had 2, our second, she was not a good sleeper. She's still not a good sleeper. And 3 just went out my brain. I don't think I'd be able to handle it.
You would
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
We're outnumbered. I
Yeah.
never thought about it like that. But yeah, when the family votes on things,
Yeah.
yeah, the kids can hoot
They can
together
sway,
and
yeah,
get
they
together.
can sway it
Yep.
however they want. How old are yours?
24, 22, and 17.
Oh,
wow.
jeez,
Yeah, I'm a little ahead of you guys,
yeah. Yeah.
but
Hopefully they still
definitely
don't-
worth it.
They don't still wake you up at night, or at least they just
They-
maybe
yeah, they sleep
they,
through
they
the
maybe
night.
they keep you up
no,
at night. in
but
terms
they
of worrying about
they
that.
do keep us up, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Just
at
in
any
different
age, yeah,
ways.
because you know that like they're going out the first time or whatever's
Yeah.
happening in their lives.
Yeah.
Did he come home on time or things
Yeah.
like that, you know? And
Yeah, you just gotta put little Apple AirTags in their clothes, and then just put it in every piece of clothes, so you know where they are.
oh, what we do though, at a certain point, that when we all had phones and stuff, we
Yeah.
do share our location with each other,
Yeah.
and we find it very convenient.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like transparency. It's
It's-
like you know where I am, I know where you are.
it's just convenient. It's
Yeah.
just so convenient. Like I'm driving now as an Uber, and my son is playing soccer on the field or training, and he can just see, oh, Dad is near. I'm gonna ask him to drive me home.
Yeah.
Or he can say, no, he's far. I'm just gonna take an Uber home.
Yeah.
Things like that.
That's true.
I can see. Oh, my wife is shopping right now. Great. Then I don't have to do it.
Yeah.
Or just little things, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. Yeah,
But hey, that's not for you guys just yet. That's maybe in the future.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah. Luckily ours don't get too far away.
And well, you guys are growing up in a big city, so.
So are your kids here in Florida?
So one is in California, one in Colorado, and
cool.
the youngest one is still with us.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Those are nice places to visit.
Yeah, that's like a perfect.
Yeah, it's a
Kind of
little bit the
vacation.
American way, I guess.
Yeah. I guess it's something. I don't know, maybe like difference Canada and U.S., but like I feel like Canadians kind of stick
Closer
somewhat to their
together?
province.
Yeah.
Whereas like Americans, it's like I think it's just the job opportunities. There's so many different places, and if you want job X, it's like you kind of need, like in Canada, opportunities like work-wise are usually concentrated.
So I think it actually has to do not with the jobs, but with the schools.
Yeah.
Because jobs are everywhere.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, certain specific jobs are based on the location. But
Yeah.
I think my kids just chose a certain school that is best for their careers.
Yeah.
And then chose a certain school, got accepted there, and that's why they're in those places.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
Like my son is studying music production, so he's in
very
LA.
cool. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and my daughter studies wildlife preservation,
Okay. Yeah,
and the best
Colorado.
university for that is in Colorado. Yep.
Yeah.
And so.
So she in, is Boulder? The
No, it's
place?
not in Boulder. No.
No?
Have you
Okay.
been there?
Yeah, I've been to Boulder. I just
cute,
remember
huh?
it was like
Yeah.
it was kind of like the college town just outside Denver kind of deal. Yeah.
This is in Fort Collins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
But Colorado State is really a fantastic university for
Yeah.
her,
Yeah.
and that's why they're far.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, in the U.S. What time does the boat leave?
Not till 6:15.
Okay.
So we
So
got
we
lots
have-
of time.
yeah,
We're
great.
just
Yeah.
gonna grab some.
Good time.
Apparently, we can take food on it, so we're gonna grab dinner and take it on the boat.
Oh really? Oh, so you cannot buy food on the boat?
Yeah, apparently they don't sell food on the boat.
Yeah. So,
so
I mean, you can bring whatever food you want. We just, for us, it's convenience. We'll just grab at the restaurant, I suppose. So.
And the boat leaves from there, or does the boat leave from?
It used to leave from somewhere different, but now apparently
yeah, now it leaves from the boat.
from the boat
Or from the boathouse restaurant.
From the boathouse restaurant. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's
Right,
good
yeah,
food.
we walked-
Also.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
is that?
yeah, we
Yeah, I
never
like
been.
it.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of fish and meat and.
Yeah.
But the restaurant is pretty good. Yeah. How's the situation with COVID in Canada? Is it over? Basically.
I mean, you still get it. I mean,
Yeah.
you definitely,
It's out there.
it's out there.
Yeah,
It's not
It's just-
gone. But they've basically, I think with the vaccines, people aren't getting hospitalized as much anymore. So that was kind of the big issue with Canada, because it's a public healthcare system that before that, the hospitals were kind of getting overrun, and
Not a
all
lot
of
of-
the other stuff that people
Yeah.
needed to get treated for wasn't able to be. Like, I think that's the difference between Canada and the States. Is down here it's private, so you can pay to advance basically, or
Yeah.
you know. But in Canada, like, you couldn't get, like, cancer surgeries or treatments were being put off because the hospitals were overwhelmed. with
Especially because they're in the same
patients.
facility. It's like there's not like specialty facilities. It's like you have cancer surgery, you're at the hospital for your city, and then if their OR beds, or like if their ORs are closed or ICU beds are closed, they can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's much more under control now because of people just not getting as sick from it anymore. So
Right.
everything's opened up. There aren't any restrictions
Did you guys?
anymore.
Did you guys get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
our son
okay for you
got-
guys. It was no biggie, or was it impact?
I think we were lucky because we got it right after we had
Yeah, we got it.
vaccination. Like it was our booster, maybe. It was like for me, it was hardly anything, but it was like 3 weeks after I got
The booster.
got boosted, so I didn't notice anything. I know people that it's gone like all ways. I've heard people, I know of people that have gotten really sick from it, and then I know people that didn't even know they had it. Like our son had it. He was patient 1, and we wouldn't have even known he was sick. It was just his daycare. Every time he had a fever, we had to test him to show that it was negative before he was allowed back, and we tested and he was
One day
negative, or he was positive. We're like, what?
It's like as if he's positive.
If he's
and then we just
positive,
start
we're
testing
all
ourselves.
then-
We're like, oh, we're
Within a few days, we all had it. But yeah, we were really mild for us. But again, this was like post-vaccines and stuff. So.
Oh, of course, there's no stopping it once it's your child. As a small little kid.
we were basically like, okay, just
Hugging
give it
and
to us
kissing and-
now, so we don't have to delay this.
just know when we're gonna get it, plan it.
The best way, to do it all together at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he got us so sick.
Oh,
like
he
a
did?
few months later with like a stomach thing. We couldn't even
Norovirus. I think,
we
was
couldn't even
going
pick him up
around.
from daycare. We had to get our brother-in-law to pick him up because both of us
We were that was way worse.
couldn't leave
for
the
us.
bathroom. We were just
Was a stomach bug.
puking and just like it's like for us that was much worse
Way
than
worse.
than COVID. But everyone just reacts differently. And
It's true, right?
Yeah.
It is the weird thing.
But
Like
the stomach
everybody I know
bug
has
is,
had
you
it.
throw up a lot.
Yeah,
And
we were
then
throwing
you can eat,
up.
and that is a bad thing.
Yeah.
And like no energy. We've had a couple stomach bugs from him.
Yeah.
Oof, those are bad.
Yeah.
I think that's a daycare thing.
Yeah.
Well, also because Canada is a cold country in the winter time, you probably get a lot more flu over there than over here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
everyone's
probably.
inside.
It's
Everyone's
definitely like a flu season.
Yeah. My country, that's the same way.
Yeah. Yeah, how did Holland fare? I just didn't know if did you ever hear much about?
Well, I
or-
was in the Netherlands when it started, COVID, at the time, which was horrific. It was just so many people dying everywhere.
Was it like
initially
kind of old, like elderly?
Old- yeah,
kind of the
elderly
old folks
people,
homes and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, and I was living in with my parents at the time for a little while, for a few months, and they live in old people's flats, so to speak, or a lot of old people living around them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we saw the ambulance coming and going. It was sort of scary,
Yeah.
and eventually.
Yeah, because is Holland public health? I'm trying to remember if Holland.
So
how
it's
it
like sort of
works.
in between. It is
Okay.
public,
Yeah.
but you do have to be insured.
Oh, okay.
And they make you have to be insured.
Yeah.
But that is then also, most of that is, I think you can choose your level of insurance.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah. So how is that in Canada? Is that like?
It's like it's there. Like if you're born in Canada, it's included, but like taxes, like liquor, for example, is like
Highly taxed.
Yeah, highly taxed. It basically proceeds from it's high. It's centralized. You can only buy liquor from the government. And
yeah. I've heard that
and then
before.
it's basically they just take their money and it just pours it into the healthcare
Though it's
system.
interesting.
That is so
'cause
smart.
It used to be a lot cheaper to buy alcohol, and I don't know if it's just the part of Florida that we're in, or if it's just generally now, but it's not cheaper to buy alcohol down here anymore. Like we used to, that was always a thing. Like you would buy alcohol down here and bring it home with you, like your 2-bottle limit or whatever. But now the prices, like even with it being heavily taxed in Canada, I don't know if prices have just gone up here.
Yeah, they have a lot.
Okay.
A lot.
Because
But I think that is
it's
such a
not-
smart system to tax liquor.
Yeah, tobacco,
lot.
liquor, everything.
And
Kinda any of
then-
the They call
that
it sin,
kind of funds.
sin taxes is what they like. Sinful,
Yeah.
quote unquote sinful things
Yeah,
get taxed.
and tobacco.
Yeah.
Um,
And that kind of funds your health
Too
care.
bad
Because,
that-
for the most part, all your health care is covered.
and that is also a nice system, though. Because
It's-
here it's only for the working class, basically. Because as soon as you don't have a job, it's very expensive to afford
Yeah.
insurance
public
here.
or private health.
Yeah. Well, it's sort of busy, but
Yeah.
here we go.
Well, Mark,
Sweet.
thank you very
Well,
much.
thank you so much.
Appreciate
It
it.
was very enjoyable.
Yeah. Nice chatting.
Nice chat. And then look at your video online. Maybe in a few days.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we'll see. Can I
Yeah.
drop you off here?
Yeah.
this is
That's
perfect.
working.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so
Enjoy the
much.
boat
Have
ride.
a good night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take care.
You too. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye, Lindsay. Bye, Jamie.